Hey guys, my name is Sasha and 3 weeks ago I made a video on how to prepare for a date. It says gay date, but if you're a straight guy you can use it too. That video had quite a few good responses, so I decided to make a part 2 of it, how to get out of a bad date. So the most annoying thing is when you spend your time and effort to prepare for a date, make yourself look neat, learning how to eat properly without spilling all the food on yourself, and you even bother to take a shower. And then your date turns out to be a total disaster. I found 4 things that can go wrong, and in the end I will give you some advice on how to avoid them. Number 1. He turns out to be ugly. Now this can only happen if you met online or if you were blind at the time of proposing to go on a date, in which case, why? But usually it's people posting unrealistic pictures on dating websites such as Grindr or Tinder or Bumble or whatever else you like, from different angles that make them look a lot more attractive than they actually are. Now let me just say, people come in different shapes and sizes, and that's absolutely fine, but when they are intentionally trying to mislead you, that's when it's bad. The way to avoid this is very obvious, but common sense doesn't mean common practice. Ask them for more pictures, or actually what I do is I say, Grindr's a little bit laggy, do you want to add me on Instagram? It's perfect because you don't appear to be rude or superficial, but at the same time you're gonna add them on the social media where all the pictures are gonna be on there. And if they refuse or their Instagram is empty, then ask for another social media or just don't go out with them. I want to know exactly who I'm going out with, even for safety reasons. And if I have a small doubt, I just don't go out. Simple. Number 2, they're boring, negative, or whiny. Now I don't know about you, but I hate people who on their first date, instead of talking about their life and how interesting it is, keep complaining about politics, or weather, or lack of money, or their hard job. The reason for that is that on the first date, people usually try to impress you, and if they aren't, then that's already a red flag in itself. And if they are, and if the most interesting thing they can talk to you about is their awful dead-end job or their lack of hobbies, then just get out. If the first date is boring, the second one is probably not going to be much better. Number 3, they're offensive, rude, and self-centered. So a few months ago, me and my boyfriend went to a really great Italian restaurant. Next to us, there was a girl and a guy, clearly on a date, both around 17-18 years of age. The guy acted like an annoying rich kid. But because he was so young, it was clear to me that he was born into this wealth and had nothing to show for himself. And so because of that, his ego was really annoying and started getting on my nerves. Then came the food and he started complaining about everything, nitpicking the smallest details, being really rude to the waitress. I felt really sorry for the girl because you could clearly see how uncomfortable she was sitting right there next to him. She kept constantly apologizing for him in front of everyone. If a guy acts like that, just leave. Here's the thing that a lot of people do not understand. Right now, he is trying to impress you. But a few years or even months down the road, he won't. That's where real personality will start to emerge, and he's not going to be interested in impressing you anymore. And instead of the waitress, it's going to be you who he's going to talk down to. I personally judge my date by the way they treat and talk to other people. And if they've been disrespectful to other people, you can't expect them to be respectful towards you. Finally, number 4, you just don't connect. This I feel is a very difficult one. You met a nice guy that you really like. He is handsome, charming, and polite. He has good manners and treats you as well as other people with respect. I mean, real husband material. But the problem is, you don't have a lot of things in common. And this can be real intimidating. And I can relate to that because I am from another country. And although usually means that I have quite a lot of topics to talk about with other people, very often I can't understand why people in the UK do things a certain way, which makes it a lot harder for me to relate to people. Some people see it as a deal breaker. I personally see it as a great opportunity to actually learn something new. For instance, if you're not a fan of sports and you meet a person who does them, then it's a great opportunity to learn something new. And it's a great idea for the next date. Doing a sport together can be a fun way to spend the time. When me and my boyfriend started going out, we had quite a lot of things that we didn't have in common and quite a lot of things we couldn't understand about each other. But with time, I was trying the things he liked, he was trying the things I liked, and we actually grew stronger together because of that. So I think being different shouldn't be a deal breaker as long as everything else looks good. If it's combined with any of the 3 things I described above, then probably I would try and find someone else. That's it, guys. Honestly, if there is one lesson I wanted you to learn from this, is that there is plenty of fish in the sea, and I'm sure you can find a person who will suit you very well. Don't settle for anything else. I hope you liked this video. If so, definitely give it a like. Subscribe to my channel because I make videos on weekends every single week. And come on, let's hit 100 subscribers because we're so close. I hope you have a great week and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.